Hi, it's Gary. Welcome to day number 11 of this year's 2022 Diamine Inkvent Calendar. Here's the calendar on the desk. Let's find day number 11. Day number 11. Here we go. Just below the words, day 11. Let's open it up and see what we've got. Wow, that's a bright colour, isn't it? Going by that label, what's it called? Appletini. Oh, sounds nice. Makes you just fancy a drink, doesn't it? Let's pop that to one side. So Appletini, looking at the label, a nice bright lime green colour there. This is a standard ink. It'd be interesting to see what the actual colour of the ink is. Let me pop to that to one side and I'll fetch in my swatch card. Colouring swatch card, standard card that I use. Let's take a look and see what the ink's like. First tool we're going to use, Serendipity dip pen. This is a broad nib on here. So we've got Diamine, nice colour. Appletini. And we've got Inkvent 2022, day 11. I like this. It's a nice, bright, vibrant green colour. Pilot Parallels pen. Let's have a look. What's it like when I swatch it? Do you know, I can see where it's getting the name of apple. Reminds me a little bit of, I want to say, a Granny Smith apple. You know, them really sharp, bitter apples. Single pass down the side. Try it the other way up. There we go, single pass down the side. This looks so nice, doesn't it, on this swatch card? Let's just get this out of the way. Fetch in my Endless Recorder notebook so we can do a little bit of writing. So, Endless Recorder, 52 GSM Tomoe River paper. Pop that in. Back in comes the Serendipity pen. So we've got day 11. Appletini. This is a really nice bright green. I do like greens, and certainly this one is popping at me at the moment. Drying times, so there's immediate. 10 seconds. 30 seconds. 1 minute. After a minute, still smudging a tiny bit, but yeah, it's getting on nice and dry. We'll write a sentence. I'm just going to very quickly re-dip the nib. That ink is getting a little bit on the low side. We'll do a little bit of a scribble off there just to take off the excess. There we go. I re-dipped it because obviously we weren't seeing the ink because there wasn't enough on the nib, and I want to make sure I can see what the ink looks like on this paper, which is why I re-dipped it just to finish it off. Still looks quite nice, still a nice bright green, isn't it? Let's pop this to one side to dry. Whilst that's drying, we'll fetch in the Advent Calendar, Santa's Workshop. There we go, make sure I can show you the title. We're looking for day 11. Well, I found day 12, but today's the 11th, not the 12th. 14, 17, 15. Oh, there we go, day 11. It's hiding next to the nutrition information. Let's take a look at what we've got behind the door. Here we come. Find the pink lights. Although I've got to be honest, they look more red to me than pink. In there, we've got a Cadbury Dream Bar. Smooth and creamy white chocolate. That'll be smooth and creamy going down my throat in a few minutes. Let's move this out of the way. Then we'll fetch in the Ho 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 bag. For those who are fairly new to this series, What my wife's done is over the year, she's been collecting various gifts and stuff like that for me. The idea is, whilst the ink's drying, I'll open one of these on camera as well. So today, what have we got? Oh, feels like there's two things again. Let's ease this out. So the first thing we've got is a Star Wars character ornament. And it looks like BB-8. That's the back. Here's the front. This will be going on my Christmas tree when it goes up. And then we've got a bag, and on it she's written quite nicely X250. So this was... There we go. Yeah, we've got here that Jinhao X250. It's well wrapped. Let me see if I can open it up. Well, I've ended up slitting it down the side. Jinhao X250 fountain pen. It's quite pretty, isn't it? It's like a yellowy gold background. Then it's got this black, as if it's got like dirt or something like that on it. Let's take a look. Oh, the clip's different. Let's take a look inside. Never mind. Oh, yeah, it's a pull-off one. We've got a 2-ton nib there. I like this section. It's got this ribbed area. It feels nice and comfortable. And is this a cartridge with it? Yeah, there's a cartridge converter there in it. Does that fit in? Yep. Oh, I have to push it hard to get that in. Wow, that's lovely. I've got to be honest, I do like my Jinhaos. I find that they're really good, reliable pens. So let's pop that to one side. That will be going into my list of pens to do a first impressions or an unboxing with it. Obviously not unboxing, but it'll be a first impressions. And that'll be coming up sometime in the new year. Right, everything's had time to dry. We'll fetch back in the endless recorder. Here's the writing. Fetch back in the swatch card. This is a nice bright green ink. Quite like it. Even when I'm writing. Yes, I know we've got an issue here with the Grumpy Wizards part where it was running out of ink. But once I'd re-dipped it, we've got a nice amount of ink there. Quite pretty, isn't it? Not a lot in the way of shading that I can see. That may come out though once I've got this into a pen. Take a quick look at the chromatography. So you can see here where I've drawn the line. Now this paper is still slightly damp, which is why I'm not putting it down. Then we've got, it looks like there might be a gap, but it's not. It's a very, very pale green. And as we're going up, we're getting into a bit darker and brighter greens. Then we've got that hint of blue there at the top. Just going to check my swatch cards. I'll see if I've got anything which compares. I've found a couple of inks that are similar, not identical, but getting towards this. First one is Robert Oster Vine Leaf. So on here, I would say the green, it's not as saturated as what I'm seeing with the Appletini. And the green on this single pass here looks really bright. Quite nice though, isn't it? Then the second ink is by Pen BBS. It's number 369 Christmas Green. To me, it's a bit more muted. We've got a lot brighter tones coming up in this Appletini. But this Christmas Green, yeah, that's still nice though. I think though of the two, I definitely like that Appletini more. So this is Diamine Inkvent 2022, day number 11, Diamine Appletini.